I did not disrupt. I just want to disagree there.
Oh, I call it disruption, but okay.
I did not disrupt. I just established a political party to contest to other parties. And I had very serious reasons why I did so. Firstly, I think it is important to take into account that I am a politician, not just politicians by loving it or being whatever. I am a politician. I think politics, I plan politics, strategy, tactics, and everything. So it's not a small matter. And I would not have tried it if I knew it was not going to work. So getting into politics was not just because I love politics. It was because of what had happened to a black person in this country that made me to join the struggle at my young age, to fight for the liberation or freedom of black people. It is in my blood, it is in my vein, it is in my marrow. It's not a joke. I'm not doing it because I want to make money. I don't want to do it because I just want to do good. It is a very genuine desire to liberate a black person.
Are you trying to tell me that all the chaos that was there in the MK party was pre-planned by Jacob Zuma? Are you saying all the shenanigans, all the drama, the chaos, everything that was happening in the Umkhonto we-Sizwe was prepared to make the MK party to be the most relevant political party so that it will remain in the minds of the people, in our mouths, to be our discussion, to be our talk, the talk of the town? The MK party has played with our minds because they wanted to score some political points to become the number one relevant political party that has been discussed in South Africa. There are 4 political parties that are so relevant. All the other ones, I'm talking about the likes of Good Party, Patriotic Alliance, UDM, Rise Mzansi, AIC, African Independent Congress, who knows about that? Al-Jama, who knows about that? United African Transformation, UAT, who knows about that political party? No one, because there's no chaos, there's no drama, it is not trending, no one is talking about it. But the MK party is making the headlines. It is so relevant to an extent that Mary Party once said something exposing the chaos to say that no, this chaos there, it is given by Jacob Zuma.
I wanted to respond to the media briefing today. If there is no noise, sure, we won't win 2026. Okay. But I felt, Guti, if I say that,
you'll be taken out of context.
Yeah, because they will think, okay, you know, in politics, you must wind will,
sure,
everything. As wind will, whether a person is sitting at tavern, a sondweni, a lokshini, business meeting, they're discussing a name. And you need that. So for us to be disrupted by the announcement,
sure,
it works for us. I wish this matter cannot be resolved. That's why the president is not going to come back. He said 3 weeks, and I told everyone that he's not coming back.
So you love this.
It's working for politics. It's politics.
But don't you think also it's equally killing MK party?
No. In fact, we are registering more and more numbers on a daily basis. If you look at our reports, we submit reports on Tuesdays. The region submit the report on Tuesdays. Every week, they don't give us less than 500 membership. Yes.
Can you verify them? Because this is also another issue.
Yes, you can verify it. Green Friday, Saturday, there's tables everywhere. Hence, we've bought them gazebos. There's tables everywhere. There's go busy in Mpumalanga.
It is planned, it is purposefully given so that it will make the party relevant. I know, by the way, that a lot of us does not understand that because we are not politicians. But I want us now to understand how Jacob Zuma plans.
So today the song Ubaba Duduzane is coming to life. Duduzane's father. Because Zuma has now made Duduzane the first deputy president of MK Party. That's being organized. You may think it's chaotic, oh, he changes leaders every day, blah, hey, Baba. Let me make an example. In the last voter registration weekend, I haven't looked at the stats from this past weekend. In eThekwini alone, there were more than 30,000 people who are new voters who were registered. Now, Joburg has more people than eThekwini. How many new registered voters in Joburg? Less than 10,000. But you want change. And I can tell you, those 34,000 new voters in eThekwini, majority of them are MK.
There's this powerful presentation made by the MK Party SG Osibonelo Mvalo addressing the MK Party delegates, telling them that this thing of fighting for position, it must stop, it must come to an end. This thing of bringing chaos to the party, it must come to an end. And this thing of stealing some money and hoping to score some positions in the MK Party because of selfish gain, it must come to the end. I was so very shocked. I was so shocked to an extent that Nomvalo said that the party no longer have disputes, especially where we knew that there were cracks in places like Mpumalanga, in Limpopo, in Northwest. In fact, he has disclosed that in all the provinces, he has received a report from the provincial coordinator which says that there are no disputes. He said that this is the first time that the MK Party processes has been handled smoothly without any political hindrances. And I was shocked to say that, what? We know that the MK Party thrives in chaos.
I think, comrades, I must start by saying and by reminding all of you that as a party we are in a very critical moment which we must handle with care as an organization. A moment which is a route towards the local government elections. There are many answers to which we must respond. There are many questions to which we must respond as a party. And amongst questions we must respond to is a question of what is it that we want to change in the local government as the MK Party? And how does a councillor of the MK Party look like? Because the councillor of the MK Party can't be similar to a councillor of the ANC, because we subscribe to different aims and objectives, and therefore our discipline and the manner in which we display and conduct ourselves must be unique, because that which defines our political routine, daily routine, is unique as members of the MK Party. So, a plan to take over local government is not a plan that is informed by material gains, but it's a plan that is informed by a revolutionary desire to transform local government and produce local government that will be responsive to the needs of the people. Because local government is a critical government because it is closer to the people on the ground. Every day when the people wake up, they wake up with new problems of the infrastructure that is dilapidated, of new problems of the shortage of water, of new problems of the shortage of electricity. And therefore, as the MK Party, we must be informed by the material conditions under which our people live. We must never be informed by selfish, narrow interest We shouldn't have selfish interest of wanting to enrich ourselves before we can enrich the people to which we serve. And the people are swimming in a pool of poverty, and they look towards the MK party. Their hopes are with the MK party that it is the only beacon of hope, and it is the only alternative voice of the left that will change their material conditions. So that's what must inform our thinking at this time around, comrades. I'm happy that we have received a report from the provincial coordinator, which says there are no disputes in Limpopo. And if that is anything to go by, you must clap hands for yourselves. Because that is a very unique experience. And I can tell you for free that in all provinces, or from all provinces, it's for the first time we are receiving a report that says our processes have unfolded smoothly without any political hindrances, and there are no disputes.
And he said that this is the first time that the MK party processes are handled smoothly without any political hindrances. So it means that all along Jacob Zuma was playing with us. And a lot of us seems like we didn't understand the politics of Jacob Zuma. But Lekhona Mnguni has said something very interesting about the influence that, or the chaos that the MK party has exerted to the masses. So going from now on, going forward, you will see no more fights in the MK party. They will just behave like a normal, boring political party going forward, because their objective they have achieved. Not long ago, the MK party was firing and it was hiring. It was swiping people around in different key positions. Let me tell you that the secret was Zuma planned all that chaos, all that instability, all that confusion, only to make the MK party relevant. And the person who has disclosed this quite well, it is the former MK party member, Umama Umeripade. She disclosed that no, Jacob Zuma instructed us to go and cause division and chaos in the party so that we'll keep this party to be so relevant. And in doing that, we're gaining more followers. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Are you saying that the chaos, the infights, the breaking news that the MK party was giving us was the one that has kept the political party to be relevant? It just reminds me of what Jacob Zuma has said about him planning, breathing, living, eating politics, to say that, okay, this man plans. So he has planned this to say that, okay, he wants to keep the MK party to be so relevant. Because, I mean, other political parties, the ATM is so humble, trying shame on the issue of Phala. The IFP, you don't hear anything about the IFP. The Action SA is trying, has become relevant by the way. That party is growing massively, the Action SA. Then you have Rise Mzansi. What are they doing? What are they busy with? You don't hear anyone saying anything about them. But then it will be the ANC, it will be the EFF, it will be the DA, and the MK party. Those are the four major political powers of South Africa. And the MK party now reminds me, it is what the EFF used to be. Remember when Julius Malema was fighting Zuma tooth and nail? The EFF was so relevant at the time because it was bringing a chaos, right? So now today, when you look at the parliament, the EFF still fight, but they have changed now. They have more matured now. They no longer fight as they used to during the days of Jacob Zuma. And one will say that their relevance have a little bit decreased compared of what they were before the dawn of the MK party. But at the moment, the MK party takes the lead to be the party that it is most relevant through chaos. But Smayelom Valo, That guy is a great politician. I mean, Sibonelo Novalo with that speech just drew the line to say that no, he's in the another level. It shows that this person started politics long ago. He was bread and buttered from the ANC, and the outcome now of that effect, it is felt in the MK party. And don't forget that you can comment about this. What is your take concerning this? And you can leave a comment on the section below, and you can subscribe to this political YouTube channel. Remember, it is free of charge. You don't pay anything. And let us meet on the next video, and I'm out.